Hallo alle sammen, velkommen tilbake. First off, I want to say I'm sorry, beklager, for the long pause in my videos. That was not intentional. It just kind of got away from me. One thing led to another, and I just didn't do them. A little bit of procrastination. That's my bad. But I want to say thank you to all that have held on, and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome, velkommen. There will be more of a steady pattern from here on out. I want to try to make this as a weekly video, possibly every Monday, maybe a little bit later, depending on what happens with a new job I might be getting, and just overall general life. But I will do my best to keep this as a weekly video, okay? So, today, I'm going to be going over some verbs. I'm now in the beginners, or what they call Group 2 class. It's not necessarily the beginner's course, but it's still in the intro level of Norwegian, you know, so I'm not doing full-on paragraphs and advanced stuff whatsoever. So basically I'm in the progress of learning grammar, how to pronounce things properly, and when it comes down to things like verbs, how to conjugate the verbs properly for infinitive, present, past, and past perfect. So that's what I'm going to go over today. Alright, so they've given us a few verbs, some of them which I had already known, but I didn't know all versions of it. So this has been a big help. Hopefully this helps you. So I'm going to start basically by giving the infinitive, which is the to whatever. So all of these are going to start with o, which is just the letter o, which also means to. And so, like in English, the first word I'm having is to think. And infinitive version would be å tenke. Å tenke. And so I'm going to do the infinitive, and then I'm going to do the present tense, and then past, and past perfect, which is like way back when, or I've completed, or whatever it may be. So basically 4 versions of the word. There is future tense, but typically you just add skal instead of saying å, you put skal. And that's like kind of like saying should, or it's basically relating to the future, something's going to happen. So yeah, let's get into this. So, to think. Å tenke, å tenke, å tenke. Present tense. Tenker, tenker, tenker. Past. Tenkte, tenkte, tenkte. And past perfect, har tenkt. Har tenkt. That's have thought. So next word is actually kind of a cool thing. It's 2 words in one. It's to teach, also to learn. It's one and the same, so it depends on how you're using it. You're either teaching or you're learning, but both of them are å lære, å lære. Present tense, lærer, lærer. And we have past, lærte, lærte. Now, this one, at first I'm saying it wrong here, lærte, because I'm separating it. Anytime you have an RT together, it's not art, it's art. And so what you do is you roll your tongue, instead of having your R sound up in the front, ar, you have roll back your tongue when it's next to a T, and it's art. And so your tongue rolls that guy. I don't know if you can see that. Art. And that's a little bit tough for me to memorize. I know it's there and I see it, but my mind is always separating them. So that's something to keep in mind. When there's an RT together, it's an arch, arch. So that would be lærte, lærte. And the past perfect, which is har lært, har lært. So remember that RT together is not art, it's arch, arch. Okay, keep that in mind. It's a little bit hard to get in. I catch myself all the time saying it wrong. Anyways, next word would be to find. This one is å finne, å finne. Present would be finner, finner. Past, font, font, font. And past perfect, har funnet, har funnet. Then we got to travel, å reise, å reise, å reise. Present, reiser, reiser. Past, reiste, reiste, and har reist. Har reist. Then we have to buy. Å kjøpe. Å kjøpe. Å kjøpe. And remember the sound. Then present. Kjøper. 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 And past. Kjøpte. 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 And past perfect. Har kjøpt. Har kjøpt. Then we have to like. Å like. Å like. Present. Liker. Liker. Likte. Past. Likte. Likte. And har likt. Har likt. To take. Å ta. Å ta. Å ta. Present. Tar. Tar. Past. Tok. Took. Took. And har taught. Har taught. Now that one's a little bit different. There are different verbs, and that one falls in a category which is called sterk. So am I saying it right? Sterke. A sterke verb. And those are kind of the verbs that don't follow a pattern. I don't know if you've noticed so far, but a lot of them have a similar pattern. So, like present tense ends in er, which is similar to these, to the sterke. Am I saying that right? Yeah, sterke verb. But then you go into the past and you notice it's took. It's not something like tatte or something like that would follow the other patterns that are going on. So you have took and har taught. So they follow a little bit different pattern, and that one's not too hard, but there's other ones, like the next one I'm going to go over to get. They become very different, and I have a huge list here of most of the verbs that don't follow the standard pattern. And basically the teacher said today, there is no other way to figure this out. There's no pattern to them. It's just, you got to learn. So all these versions of each word, you just have to memorize, and that's how it is. There are words and languages that you just have to memorize. There's no two ways about it. Luckily, most of the verbs, they follow a very simple pattern. So let's move on to that next one, which is to get. And to get is å få. Å få. And present tense, får. Får. Past, fikk. Fikk. And past present, har fått. Har fått. So you notice that's kind of all over when it comes to the verbs and the pattern. So for instance, with to think, you have tenker, tenkte, and tenkt. And then you have teach, lærer, lærte, lært. So those are following very similar patterns, whereas the last two verbs I gave, not at all. So anyways, those are the verbs. I know this one's getting a little bit long here on the video. I don't want to make it too long or too boring for you, but hopefully that's helped out. Any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below, and give me that thumbs up while you're down there if you like what you see, if this has been helpful for you. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, I want to try to make this a weekly event. And until next time, it's practice, 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 and ha det bra!